loves. How everybody doing? When you guys come in, please tell me where you are located on the globe, okay? Tell me where you are located. Also, please share the live. Share the live, share the live, share the live. The more that people share, the more your audience and everyone else on IG can know that we are here today, all right? We don't want anybody to miss this live stream. How is everybody feeling today? How's everybody energy? How was the vibes? How y'all feeling? How life treating y'all? Boston in the building. What's up, Denise? Hey, Janae. How y'all feeling? How everybody feeling? What's the vibes? Moved to Costa Rica from the USA. ATM currently in West Africa from New York. Okay. That's what's up, Zian. I love that for you. Moved to Costa Rica from the USA. Okay, Riri. That's what's up. Congrats, love. Right now, I'm in Bangkok Hotel. Yup. I just realized who I was talking to. When I read the name again, it clicked like, oh, that's my sis, period. Okay, Queen. Guam. Is that how you pronounce that? Denise says she is feeling wonderful. Phoenix is vibrating high. Okay, period. I love that for y'all. I love that. I love that. Denise says she is looking to move. Where are you thinking about moving, Denise? Where are you thinking about moving? Let me make this post real quick on my other platform. St. Louis, good vibes, but ready to ride away from here. Where are you thinking about going, Coach? Is it Coonley? You say you in St. Louis? I'm happy you at least got good vibes. You say the vibe is good. Okay. That's a start. Okay, hold on. Making my post as per usual, always. Please, when you come into the chat, please introduce yourself. Tell us where you are located in the world. Today's live is going to be about making money moves abroad, okay? Now, I know all y'all only care about money any fucking way, right? So, this live stream is going to be catered to, hey, Rio Boo, you say you on time today. Hey, love. Somewhere warm. Okay. The tropics, right? The tropics and peaceful. Okay, I can dig that. I should have put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Hold on, y'all. Give me one moment. Well, I'm going to put it on Do Not Disturb on this phone, and the two phones is connected. Oh, it's already on Do Not Disturb. Well, why the hell it still be ringing? Okay. So, y'all know how I do. I have a whole blueprint on how I'm doing this today for today's live. The tropics, pamper. Hey, love, rich risings. So I got a whole blueprint on how I'm doing this today, okay? So for anybody that is going to watch the replay, make sure you have a pen and paper and take notes because I'm giving some very good information on this live stream, okay? Now, I know that when you're living abroad, wealthy and rich risings. Hey, I am. Welcome in, love. Beautiful new day. Rich risings. Now, I know that money is something that is very important to most people. Okay. So that's why today, that's what our focus is. I'm pretty much giving you guys the knowledge and the information for sustaining and maintaining your lifestyle abroad financially, okay? So I see this all the time on this page and just in general with the moving abroad journey. This is all people talk about is fucking money. That's all y'all care about is money. As long as y'all know that y'all can pretty much take care of yourself and buy the things you need, buy the necessities you need, and have everything you need. It's like I feel like many of you will be more content and comfortable with the decision of relocating. But when you don't really know where your finances is going to come from, I can totally understand why you wouldn't want to move. So this live is about making money moves abroad, okay? And let me go to my notes. I got a whole blueprint breakdown for y'all. So from 9 to 5 to freedom living. Hey, love. I know you said hi already, but that's again. So the purpose of this live is to show you how leaving the 95. Okay, y'all gotta excuse me. I had a busy day. I'm fucking up already. This live is gonna be basically showing you guys how leaving the 9-to-5 system rewires the mind, body, and finances for freedom, okay? And how anyone can start creating income abroad today. It's not hard. Where are you in the world? Yes, where are you, love? I'm living in Thailand right now. That's where I'm located. And for everyone that comes in, please tell us where you located. Drop your location in the comments, okay? When you guys leave comments, that keeps the algorithm sending out my live stream. It keeps sending it out to more and more and more people so that more people can see the live stream. So when you come in, just share it. Just share it as much as possible and also comment, okay? So I am doing a series for the next, well, I'm probably going to do a series from here on out for the rest of the year. Baltimore in the building, DMV stand up. So I'm going to be doing a series for the rest of the year. And the series is going to be pretty much like a live stream series for the month. It's going to be one theme for the entire month, but I'm going to break down different categories within that 1 month. Can you save this live to your page? Yes, all of the lives will always be up in the end. Period. On my way to Bali. ATL in the building. Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, 3 people in Atlanta. What's up, Atlanta? Atlanta in the building. Stand the fuck up, Atlanta. I'll see y'all. Okay, so anywho, I'm doing a series for the rest of this year. And then I'm going to do a series next year. And I'm just going to keep maintaining these series. So I'm giving y'all a little taste of the series that I am doing in December. That series is going to be about money mindset and abundance abroad. And I'm pretty much going to be teaching you how to rewire your mind to make the money you fucking desire. Because a lot of y'all is blocking yourself. You can't make the money because you ain't even got a relationship with the money. Money is just like a relationship that you have with yourself, that you have with your parents, that you have with your children. That's literally what money is, baby. And if you ain't got a relationship with yourself, you ain't got a relationship with the money. So don't expect any type of abundance or success if you have not grounded yourself in the connection that you have with yourself. If it ain't shit there, your money gonna be human. You ain't gonna have shit. Thinking of Bali, the job is letting me, my job is letting me go at the end of the year and I can relocate there. Job is letting me, oh, you said job is letting me go at the end of the year. Okay, yeah, I think that'll be dope. ATL and looking for an LGBT friendly place. Well, 2 top places I would definitely say is going to be Mexico and Thailand is very LGBT friendly, okay? Money is your servant. Yes, it is. And you got to tell it what to do. So segment 1 is going to be the intro, okay? The shit from survival to freedom. So I pretty much want to give, I want to give you guys a breakdown a little bit on my story and how I started to get to where I am in order to be financially free. So growing up, I never realized that a lot of my brain thought process and the way that I processed and thought about money came from my parents. No shade if y'all see this, if my parents see this, but my parents didn't really have the greatest outlook on money. And me being their child, I took that on. So I always looked at money as something that I needed to keep and hold on to. But what people fail to realize is that when you keep and hold on to money, that shit don't go. Money likes movement. Money likes motion, babe. You feel me? So when you hold on to money and you tight with money, you're not allowing it to grow. You're not allowing it to be what it is, which is a natural movement. You know, it's a frequency. It's constantly moving. But when you keep it stuck and bound like you are mentally, you do not allow yourself to connect with opportunities that are open to you that can create more money. Okay, bro, we all should go in on a huge lot of land together somewhere in the safe, tropical, peaceful, with love, all beings. Tricking money itself, LOL. 23 people could get some space, LOL. LGBT friendly, please. I mean, that would be nice, but people, you know, that would be really nice. You get what I'm saying? But people don't think like that. People don't process. People don't think that they can actually do that. That's the issue. They don't think that they can do it. Like when I read some of the comments on this page, I get so irritated because I actually had a conversation. I'm gonna get back to the information in a minute, but I want to say this real quick while it's on my mind. I was reading the comments the other day, and I was having a conversation with a guy, and he was pretty much saying, like, he get why people are the way that they are, because some people come from the struggle, they come from the trenches. Some people have had really fucked up childhoods, and pretty much he was saying, like, he get why they are scared and why they live in fear. And I was pretty much saying that it's like, I have empathy, but to a certain degree, but when you become an adult, I don't give a fuck about your crybaby ass childhood story no more. We all have pain. We all have trauma. We all have things that we have experienced that we are not proud of. You got to get to a point in your life where you decide that I am going to take responsibility for my reality. I'm going to set the tone and the temperature around me. And you can't do that whining and complaining about what the fuck your mama did, what your daddy did, and the trauma that you experienced. We all experience trauma. But what's the difference between somebody that experienced trauma worse than you and are millionaires and you still stuck in the same spot? You stuck in the same spot because you are using your trauma to validate your experience and for it to pretty much signify who you are. What you've been through, that's not who you are. And what I don't like is people get so accustomed to being in a victimhood mindset that that's why your money fucked up. That's why you can't keep a man. That's why you can't keep a job. That's why every single thing that you do, it turns to shit. Literally. Because this mindset and this frequency that you in, you are blocking yourself. You in your own way. And when y'all interact with me in comments or I'm talking to you, or if you sign up for my mentorship and be mentored by me, I'm not allowing you to be in that victimhood. I'm going to make you take accountability because a lot of y'all don't know what that looks like. You don't know what taking accountability of your life looks like. That means standing up and saying, yo, my upbringing wasn't the best. I probably had some experiences I'm not proud of, but I'm taking control of my life and I want better. So I'm going to create that shit. That's pretty much that. I ain't going to keep going on and on about that because y'all know how I get. I get the rant. I love to link with the people in Atlanta and form a group to see where we are. Okay. You ain't lying. So that's just what I wanted to say about that. People got to stop making excuses. So the difference between working for money and creating with purpose, I want to go into that. A lot of people work for money just to keep their survival mentality fed, right? So many people go to work, but they don't have shit. They make a lot of money, but what do they have? All they have to show for is that I get up and I go to work every day. And I'm not knocking anybody. If this is you, this is alive to help you think differently. I want to rewire the neurons in your brain. You got to process this shit. I'm planting a seed right now. So be open to receiving. Don't be offended. If this is you and this is your story, do not be offended. What I'm saying is that a lot of people just work for money. And when you work for money, it puts you in a very low frequency. You're not happy. You probably overweight. You fucking unhealthy. You depressed. It's a lot of things that creates when you're a moving machine at all times. You're not taking a break. You're not feeding your spirit. You're not taking care of your body because you're working. Because at the end of the day, all you want to make is $1 because that's all that matters. But what if you still worked, but you decided to figure out what it is that you love to do? What is it that you like? What is it that you love? How can you transmute that into income? How can you transmute that into currency? Because everything is currency. But you got to figure out what it is that you actually love to do. It's not about what you're good at. It's about what you love to do. Because the person that has passion, they will outwork a motherfucker that's good at something. When you're actually passionate, you don't just work. You actually show up, and you show up in a willingness energy that cannot compare to a person that's just working just to work. So you have to ask yourself. Ask yourself right now in this moment for everybody that's watching. Are you moving in purpose, or are you working just for money? Because at the end of the day, you're not controlling the money control you because you just showing up to make $1. And you have to get to a point where you have to figure out what that looks like before you get your ass on a plane and move to another country. Because if you don't figure this out now, it will literally hunt you. And it can hurt you and hinder you in your journey when you move abroad. So you have to figure out what it is that you want to do. Everybody that's watching, you have a purpose. You have a gift. What is your gift? What are you good at and what do you enjoy doing? Take a moment And ask yourself that. And drop it in the comments. Interact. I don't want to just be talking to the screen. I want to hear what y'all have to say. I want to hear so that I can communicate back with you. And I can also give you tips on your journey of things that you can do to enhance your creativity to turn it into fucking frequency and currency. Remember, everything is energy. But the frequency flows to your beat. Remember, you create the temperature around you. So what can you do that can turn it to currency where you can live abroad comfortably and still be making money? What are your gifts? What are your talents? What are you good at? Because a lot of y'all settle too much. You just okay with working that job you've been working for 15 years. But what have that job given you? What has this job created for you besides paying your bills? Some shit you're going to have to do wherever you live in the world. Because we in the same city, not to leave anyone out, just think, okay, you still talking about that. I mean, no disrespect, you could talk about that. But I'm thinking, I thought you was interacting with the live. This is where I am at right now, trying to figure out what I'm going to do for money. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. That's why this is important. Like, mindset first, of course. And then you got to be figuring out how you gonna make it. Because ultimately, starting the journey, you start as a worker, as a consumer, and then you end up becoming an entrepreneur. Anybody that I have connected with that live abroad, even guests that I have had on my podcast, they will tell you, you start off being a worker and you go into entrepreneurship. Period. That's just what it is. This live is a sermon. Girl, you know I'm always get up here and get to preaching. Okay, Pastor Illy. Well, evangelist. I do collision repair and finishing in the stages, figuring out ways to transfer it to Senegal. Okay, so is that where you supposed to be going, Paint Man? You going to Senegal? And you said collision repair. So you pretty much repair cars, am I correct? Like people who have been in accidents or had any type of malfunctions with their vehicle, you fix that, correct? That's my question. Event planner and social media manager. Okay, event planner, social media manager. Bingo, I got you, Kai. Wherever country that you decide to move to, you need to start creating the community. You need to create a community that is a part of you so that wherever you move or whoever you connect with, you can do that within that location. Is basically what I'm saying. Community is so big right now, y'all. We need that. So if you are an event planner, you need to be having events. And you can have events abroad. And you can have events that you ultimately charge for or that people will want to donate to because you're creating this for the community or for expats to get involved in a community. Social media manager. You need to be connecting with some of the biggest creators on social media. You need to be reaching out to them. You need to be sending them emails. People like me, we need help with managing our accounts, managing our content. I'm a busy person and I have plenty platforms. This is not my only platform. So with that being said, you would be a great assistance to somebody like me who needs help managing their social media. And this is the thing. People are scared to put themselves out there and tell people what the fuck it is that they do. You need to be promoting yourself. Sometimes people not going to want to do business with you. Sometimes they are. It's people who message me on this page all the time that's like, hey, I want my story to be heard. I tell them what it consists of. If they want to do it, they do. If they don't, they don't. But the thing is, some people is going to take the opportunity to reach out to me because they see the platform, they see the traffic that I have, and they want to be connected and a part of that. So they reach out. They put themselves out there. Hey, I got this business going on that I think will be an advantage to expats. Can I promote my business on your page or can I promote my business within your community? Y'all got to start telling people what the fuck it is that you're good at. We don't know. Closed mouths don't get fed. Private softball lessons, strength, and D1 mentality. Is this what you do? You saying this is what you do? I love building and creating stuff. Like making costumes and props. Making it work. Okay, you can do that abroad. Like right now, it's about to be Halloween. I didn't even know where we was going to get our costumes from. For my kids, they didn't have costumes. Imagine you creating costumes for different holidays for expats. People are going to buy this shit. We Americans. My kids was mad that they couldn't dress up. Now it is plenty of stores here that probably sells it. But me knowing somebody like you that creates this type of stuff, I could have just been like, hey, girl, what's your name? Gabby. I could have been like, hey, Gabby, my kids wanted some cute costumes for Halloween. Can you put something together? I'll pay you. You get what I'm saying? Lost my mom 2 years ago. And this month. And I'm trying to figure out who I am on my own and alone for the first time. Okay. First of all, I want to give my condolences. And your mom is your angel. Your mom is always with you. Your mom is right here. Your mom is following you. And your mom wants you to live a good life. Okay? So right now, this is the time for you to be creating a life that you love. Start figuring out what it is that makes you happy. What fulfills you. What keeps you whole. When you wake up every day, there should be a specific thing that you're excited to get out the fucking bed to see. You need to be excited to get up every day. So figure out what that is and start there. That's as simple as it get. You don't got to do all of the extra shit. Just figure out what fulfills you. What makes you feel whole and centered and grounded. That's what you should focus on. Coach Coonley, astrology, spirituality, women's content. Okay, I'm an astrologer too, girl. You went to astrology? Well, are you an astrologer? I'm an astrologer. So I can tell you all of the shit to do for astrology. Make a digital product. Teach people about astrology. Start doing live streams. Like I'm doing a live stream right now. Get your ass on social media. Start teaching people about how to read their natal charts. Do it live. Have people come up. Read their charts live. People are interested right now in psychology and humankind and just learning about people. This is something big right now. If you notice, everybody is into character development right now. Everybody is working on rebuilding themselves, trying to figure out who they are. Astrology and spirituality is great. So start there. Start creating digital products and communities of like-minded souls. Start a astrology group on Facebook. Whatever your sign is. Okay, start a Taurus astrology group. Okay, what? You can start that and that can end up going into a mini class. You can teach people astrology. Like, man, I'm telling y'all, my master class is next year. I'm going to really show y'all how to get this money. It's so much stuff. Anybody that's on here, I don't care what you do. You can monetize your life. You can monetize your life. You can make money from anything. There is somebody in this world who is looking for somebody like you and they ready to spend that money. Okay? No matter what America is going through right now, no matter what the world is going through, there are people who are not struggling right now, who have the money to spend, who want to invest, and who want to spend money on something that can add to them, that can be impactful to whatever they got going on. You get what I'm saying? Starting is key. Yes, starting is definitely key. Yes, contact my dad from the Making Moves for what? Yes. Oh, correct. My dad is from there. Making moves for next year. Where your dad from? True. Work is only survival mode. Writer, poetry, screenwriting. You can do freelance work. You can do freelance work. Official. You can do freelance work. You need to, and I'm going to go into that. I'm going to give y'all websites for all of that. But you can do freelance work. And you can do all of that. Screenwriting is people who's looking for people that do that. We going to get into that. I love dealing with people. I did customer service and hospitality. Right now, I sell timeshare and I used to rent out my property. Girl, you be doing that abroad. What country are you trying to go to? You could be helping people transition to move to that country. You could be connecting with locals, connecting with people that's into real estate in that country. And eat shit. You can do that in each country you go to. Build your connections. It's all about connecting. Reach out to the people that's in the real estate and shit. Depending on the country, you can get some real estate. You can get a property and turn it into an Airbnb. I'm just saying, y'all ain't ready to make that bag. I'm trying to tell y'all. I feel like that's what I'm good at, being an assistant. I feel like you should do that. It's spiritual ministry, remembering for me. That's exactly what it is. It's always about remembering. I think people forget. Digital video gifts, surprise 30-day V-Day video, surprise Mother's Day video, death videos, for funeral, etc. Hit me up. Yeah, Conley, you do a lot of shit. Your ass need to be making this money. Ain't no way you should. You should be doing obituaries. Pumped. You're right. You should be doing obituaries and all of that. Okay, I'm going to read this last comment and I'm about to get back to that. Senegal is my next move. Want to transfer my skill trade in collision repair and refinishing there. I no longer want to be in the States. You can. You can be fixing cars over there. And that's what I'm telling y'all. There's so much that you can do. Okay, so we are closing 2025 by breaking every financial limit that was ever put in place to make us feel small. It's time for us to learn how to have something for ourselves and stop being consumers for other people and building somebody else's dream. That's all you doing every day. And I'm not saying don't go to work, y'all. I don't want y'all to think that, because we need workers. Everybody can't be a boss. But at the end of the day, at least have some hustles. And don't let that job work you to death, because if you was to pass away from overworking, you going to get moved out the way and somebody in that's more vibrant going to take your place. And that company is going to keep it moving. Okay? So just remember that. And I want to go into segment 2, the neuroscience of feeling trapped. So, I want to talk about the reticular activating system, which is something that I speak about a lot. I actually have a YouTube video on this on my personal YouTube page. And I also talk about this a lot in my mentorship and just all around it together, okay? So what is the RAS? The RAS is some neurons in the brain that records what it sees, and it mirrors that shit back to you, okay? So literally, it only shows you evidence that supports your current belief system. And if your RAS is programmed with scarcity, fear, and stagnation, you literally can't see new options because it only shows you what you see. So you can try to tell yourself all day and be delusional. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Y'all need to learn how the mind works in the neuroscience of the subconscious mind. When you are constantly watching the news, when you living in fear, just like everything that's happening in America right now with the government shutdown, we ain't even gonna get into that because listen, baby, I got a mouthful to say. I want to start by saying I looked in my my memories from 5 years ago. And they did this 5 years ago. It was a shutdown. And I didn't even remember until I looked at my memories. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, they always do this shit. Right? They do this. They do this all the time. They come in, they come shutting shit down, and it makes the people go crazy. But guess what? They want you to go crazy. They want you to lose your mind. They want you to act the fool. They want you to get the robbing shit. They want y'all to be angry with each other. That's why when you driving on the road, people blowing people. People is unaliving people for speeding up or walking up on them. Like, people are mad. When you go into the store and you shopping, people are in a rage. They are angry because this is the frequency that they put out. They want y'all to be at odds with each other because guess what? They can depopulate quicker by you offing each other. When y'all go back and forth with each other and your brother and your sister is your enemy, it's easier because guess what? Y'all gonna get rid of each other. They ain't gotta do it. They threw the bait out there. Y'all caught it. They do this every time. And y'all eat it up. Y'all eat it up every time. And the shit's sad, really, because they play with the minds of the Americans. They play with us. They've been playing with us for decades. And this is what they do to keep control over y'all. And a lot of people would never vibrate outside of this. Your nervous system is constantly like this, living there. You like this, 24/7. Your shit not grounded at all. Because you constantly living in fear. Because this is what they promote. So I say all that to say that you have to rewire and reprogram your subconscious mind. First of all, stop watching the news. Unfollow all news channels. Stop getting up every day checking the news to see what's going on with the government shutdown. Stop worrying about it. Stop focusing on it. Because when you put too much energy into something, it consumes you. A lot of y'all live in fear because all you consume is fucking fear. Every time you look up, you listen to somebody speak negative, you consuming fear constantly. Everybody around you negative as hell, worried about the struggle, worried about their food stamps. And okay, I get it. A lot of people are going to be hungry and they worried about their livelihood. But this is a reset for Americans. This needs to happen because a lot of y'all have relied on the system so much. And this is why they trigger and they play with y'all like that. Because they know that they have the control. I'm going to turn the switch on and turn the switch off whenever the fuck I want to. Because the people move to our beat. That's how they view y'all. So you have to get in the habit of figuring out who you really are outside of the system. And the things that has been put in place to keep you in control. So the neuroscience of recoding, restructuring, and rewiring your mindset is to stop feeding yourself bullshit. Feeding yourself is more than food. It's energy. Stop taking in things that you don't need to take in. Okay, I get it. The world is wild right now. But don't let that be your identity at this moment. Don't let that be your identity. You focus on what you need to do for you and your family. Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your life? Do you want to work at that job for the rest of your I seriously want to know. If you work a job, do you want to work there for the rest of your life? I want to hear y'all. I want to hear from y'all in the comments. Do you want to work for someone else for the rest of your life? If you do, this message is probably not for you. But if you don't, I just want to make sure you hear it, that you listening. But do you want to be a victim to a system that was set in place to keep you enslaved for the rest of your life? Do you want that? Because if you want that, do your big one. But if you don't want that, then it's time to start expanding your mind. The first thing you need to do, a lot of y'all real big on social media. Unfollow people that talk about bullshit and create fear scenarios and just live in fear and talk about fear all the time 24/7. Also, the people in your circle, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your friends, all they talk about is negative shit. They ain't talking about no money. They not talking about you living a life that actually fulfills you. They not talking about peace. They're not talking about inner healing. They're not talking about growth. They ain't talking about none of that shit. They talking about bullshit. What happened on this TV show? What happened with this celebrity? These celebrities living they life. They got a bag. They got the bag you're trying to get. Remember, you still in survival. Even though their life might not be the best, they got something that you want, which is money. So they can move and groove how they want. Remember, you trying to get there. So fuck a celebrity. I don't even, listen, no shade, because there's a lot of celebrities following this page. And, you know, I love everybody. But I don't, on my personal page and on all my pages, I don't follow celebrities. No shade. I'm the fucking celebrity. You looking at it. Ha! All right? And I always felt this way about me. I know that I'm special. I am very self-centered to a certain degree. And a lot of people will probably take that offensive, but that's how you need to be about yourself too. I encourage you to be that same way. When you always taking your energy and pouring it into things outside of you, you're going to always be empty. But when you take all your energy and pour it into yourself, you're going to be so fulfilled that eventually it is going to offend people, because they're going to be like, who the fuck do she think she is? But you need to be pouring into yourself. This is the way of freedom. This is the way to get to freedom. It's bigger than money, babe. You gotta feel free. You gotta think free. You gotta be the weird one. Fuck it. Everybody not gonna like you. Who cares? We ain't doing this shit to be liked. At the end of the day, we've been modern day slaves for decades. Your ancestors died so that you wouldn't have to be where you are. So why you not taking advantage? You are a living manifestation of what your ancestors have laid down. It's time to wake the fuck up. Stop playing. This shit not for fun. Y'all play too much. That's the problem. I love this woman. I love you too, love. Absolutely not. I want to write every day. I think you should. Start writing every day. I think I want to make bathing suits, t-shirts, and underwear. I love graphic tees. You need to get on Alibaba. Find you a distributor. Find you a company that can make your clothes. Start sketching. Start connecting. There are companies in China. If you got a bag, fly to China. Meet with one. They'll make your products. Put your shit out there. We always think that things are impossible. Baby, anything is possible. As long as you believe it. This chair I'm sitting on, this chair was a manifestation. Somebody manifested this motherfucker. Okay? Somebody manifested this chair. It was a thought. This chair was a thought. And then the person who thought about it, they put it into action and they created it and made it a physical manifestation that people can actually sit on. I'm telling y'all better stop sleeping on y'allself. Not at all. Retiring next year. So I'm looking forward to moving out of the States. Okay, start creating, start planning. Seriously, it doesn't add to my peace. I'm not into it. Lift self all the time. Absolutely. This is the type of moving abroad content I need. Not the sugar-coated fake positive influencer trying to get a bag from selling courses. You deliver it raw, straight from the soul. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. That means so much to me. Kapkun Ka. Taking a sewing class too. I think you should. I think that'll be great. Like sewing is a skill that you can use anywhere in the world. You know how many people have babies that live abroad that might want something knitted up? We might want to cover. I might want to cover while I'm living abroad. I might want to cover to travel while I'm on flight. And I get cold a lot. I love covers and little personal items like that. So I would love something like that. Yes, sis, facts. Great example, that part. So anywho, that's the neuroscience. That's the psychology of mindset. We literally are manifestations of our thoughts. Everything that your life is today, wherever you are in this moment, whether you at work, in the car, on a flight, at home, in your bed, at Starbucks, at the park, wherever, you manifested that moment. Whether you believe it or not, you manifested that moment. Your thoughts are literally manifestations that you created. And when people start realizing that they create their own shit, the things that happened to you when you was a child, okay, it happened. I got a story too. I ain't gonna tell my whole story on here, but I've been through some trauma and I had some things that I'm not proud of, right? But once I became an adult, I had to figure out how to take my life back. I stood up and took responsibility for who I was and who the fuck I knew I wanted to be. I never wanted to be average. Even before I was financially stable, I always looked at myself as a 5-star chick. A 5-star, okay? I always looked at myself as that girl, right? I always put myself on this high pedestal. Before it came, I thought it. Those were always my thoughts. And I ain't a millionaire yet, but I speak it now. I'm not like I'm not an American millionaire, okay? We gonna say that. Yet, but I constantly speak that because I'm close. I'm close. But I speak this. This is my life. And when you trying to manifest and walk into something, you have to keep speaking it. Keep saying it every day. I'm moving abroad. I'm leaving this country. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to live life by my own means. Nobody is in control of me. I wake up and make my own decisions. I do what the fuck I want. I'm not answering to a job. I'm not answering to a boss. I'm not answering to my family. I choose my life. I'm creating a life that I want. Nobody is in control of me. And a lot of y'all, it's time for y'all to take y'all life back. And it starts in the mind. And y'all just don't realize the role that the subconscious mind plays. I'm telling y'all. I always tell y'all this. The subconscious mind is a recorder. So it's always recording. Every time you talk to yourself, every time somebody else talks to you, everything you watch on TV, everything you eat, everything you write, the environment you are in, your subconscious mind is constantly recording. That shit don't never cut off. It's recording. And then the RAS is going to show it back to you like, oh, this is what you've been watching. This is what we've been seeing. So if you think you broke, your subconscious mind going to remind you every time you want to do some bullshit, your subconscious mind going to be like, you're broke. Remember? You're broke. Remember? You're broke. You told us you was broke. So we reminding you that you're broke. And that's that. That's that segment. We done. We moving on now. I don't want to spend too much time on mindset because mindset is something that I touch on all my live streams. And I feel like I am planting the seeds. So for everybody that's watching, if you don't understand, if it ain't registering right now, baby, guess what? It might take 5 years. It might take 3 weeks. It might take 1 year. But you going to remember everything that I'm saying to you. It's going to replay in your mind tonight while you sleep. I know that it is. Because that's what I do. This is what I'm here to do. I'm here to plant this seed in you. And eventually you will water it yourself. But as long as it's planted, I did my job. So, neuroplasticity and routine. Doing the same task daily stops new neural connections from forming. Creativity and risk-taking shrink. Okay? Body chemistry. Constant work stress equals high cortisol, and low dopamine. And that creates burnout, brain fog, and dis-ease, okay? When I say dis-ease, I don't only mean dis-ease like a dis-ease. I'm talking about dis-ease in the body. D-I-S dash, okay, Z's. Dis-ease in the body. It creates and alters the body in a negative way. Energy connection. Sacral energy, which is your sacral chakra. For anybody who don't know about chakras, okay? The orange one. When you move abroad or even travel, novelty reopens that energy center. It reopens it. And new neurons fire, new ideas arrive. This is why when you move abroad, you start off as a worker, but you eventually become an entrepreneur. You eventually become one. You eventually learn how to get your own bag. Because your mind starts to open. Your mind starts to expand. You're more open to opportunities that's going to fall in your lap that you didn't even notice that was there because you were in a worker's mindset. You were in a consumer's mindset. So how could you see anything? Remember this, y'all. Every frequency requires a different version of you. So when you in a worker's mindset, you're only going to attract and see anything that got to do with being a fucking consumer, because that's all you are at that moment. You working for somebody else. You're not fulfilling yourself. So at that moment, your RAS is only going to show you things that has to do with you being a worker. But when you leave that mindset, when you rewire and create new neurons, and new neurons are firing throughout the brain, then your mind expands. And then you be like, I didn't even know I was good at this. I didn't even know I love this. And then you start loving it. And that becomes your new reality. You get what I'm saying? That becomes your new reality. You didn't even know that was your new reality though. Because you've never been in that mindset before. You're thinking differently now. You're showing up differently now. So the universe is going to start creating different opportunities to show you. So your environment can either keep your neurons numb or wake them up. Freedom is a biological event, not just a financial one. You were born with the right of freedom. But the environments that some of us are in does not give us that. And that is why you're depressed. That is why you having those crying spells. That is why your money's slow. That's why every time you spend your money, you got to pay a bill before you even get your check. Your check is gone because you got to pay rent. You got to pay bills. You got to pay for clothes, kids, everything. Everybody need your money. Your money is needed. You can't do shit because your money already gone before you even got it. Imagine that. That's tough. Who want to live like that? Do you want to live like that? Watch your thoughts, for they become words. Watch your words, for they become actions. Watch your actions, for they become habits. Watch your habits, for they become character. And your character. Excuse me. You feel me, sis? They don't get it. They don't get it. So, I want to give you guys a mini little exercise for this part. Reflect on when the last time you tried something new. When is the last time you have tried something new? You wake up and do the same boring shit every day. You go to that job, you go to that same gas station, pump your gas, you go to that same place and get that drink. You do the same shit over again. You leave work, you stop at McDonald's, get that little raggedy ass $4 menu burger. Then you go get the kids from school. Then you go home. You get out your wine. The kids be stressing you out, so you cussing their ass out. You fall asleep and take a little nap while you cooking dinner. The dinner then got a little burnt because you was tired. You ain't know. You wake up, damn it, I'ma just order pizza. Because I wasn't paying attention to the food because I'm tired. You do the same thing every day. Same routine every day. Same routine every day. Tell me you not tired of that shit. Tell me that you're not going insane. You can't tell me that you're not going insane. So true. Please help. I got you. I got you. Nutrition for you. This the nutrition you need, baby. You just need some words of encouragement. Since you gonna make me go get that damn grilled cheese. I'm telling you. Now we're going into segment 3. Segment 3 is the power of movement and environment. Travel is therapy for the nervous system. Okay? Travel is therapy for the nervous system. So, each new culture forces the brain to adapt. Dopamine plus serotonin rise equals motivation and optimism increase. I'm tried for the people. Are you saying you tired for the people? Character becomes your destiny. Absolutely, love. Seeing other people live freely breaks mental ceilings. If they can do it, I can too. Okay? People who can't move yet can still travel. Okay, so I wanna let y'all know, for anybody that's watching that don't have a passport and you can't get up and leave right now, get your ass on a flight every now and then. Just take a break, babe. Just take a break. Go somewhere in the States. Just go on a vacation. It don't matter. You ain't got to go out the country. That might be too big leave for you right now. You probably got to start with baby steps. Start with baby steps. Start with baby steps. Travel. See other places outside of the same shit you see every day. I travel every chance I get. You better. Don't forget a tomato soup or lobster biscuit. Y'all got me hungry. Chill out, because I can't even eat right now. It's very important to study new languages, change local scenery, and to keep the brain expanding. This is how you expand your mindset when you travel. Even if you cannot move abroad right now, travel. Some of y'all be like, oh yeah, I travel one time a year. Girl, that ain't enough. Even if you just flying across to another state, you need to be traveling as much as you possibly can. If you can't move abroad, travel. I'm going to say it again. If you can't move abroad, travel. Do shit in increments. You probably can't make that big step right now to move out the country. That might be too much. If you like from Detroit, where I'm from, my thing is Miami. That's my second place. Hey, Raquel love. Beautiful new day. Rich risings. But get in the car and just go. Okay, honey. Let them know. Just get in the car and drive. These are little exercises you can do to rewire the brain. You just got to see something different. The brain just needs something different to go off of. Because your brain does not grow. The neurons and the cells in your brain, they literally die off when you don't use them. That's just like if you're really good at singing and you don't use your voice. If you don't use your voice, you lose your voice. I'm a singer. I can say that. I know, I'm telling y'all, when you don't use these gifts and use these things, you lose them. The brain wants to constantly pump and flow into new cells, new neurons. It wants to create. But when you showing it the same bullshit all the time, the brain starts to become very foggy and stagnant. This is why you can't remember shit. This is why you can't stop getting headaches. This is where all of these things are coming from. That's your brain letting you know, I need something new. Give me something new. Wow. I just got back from Puerto Rico. First time there and had an amazing experience. The solo trip was a surprise B-Day gift. I was on such a natural high. Thank you for giving words. Thank you for giving words. That sounds fun. Ooh, you had a good time. That's good. I'm so happy that you did that. Yes, I'm ready for my fourth language. Not sure which one. Okay, what are all the languages that you speak? What are all the languages that you speak? I would love to know. Listen, I'm a language person. Thailand has been giving me a little hard time with the language, but sometimes when I sit back and think about it, I'll be like, I'm happy that I'm learning. I want to know 5 to 7 languages before I leave this world. Before I croak, I need to know 5, 7 languages. And I don't know. I just want to. I don't know. I love language. I know everybody different. Some people don't care, but I just feel like I got more control and more power if I can speak some language. Okay, that's what I feel. Okay, so every flight you take is a new neural pathway forming. Okay, every flight you take is a new neural pathway forming. So when you step out on faith and you go to these new places and you learning new shit, you literally expanding your mind outside of your wildest imagination. And the universe loves you, y'all. God is not on a budget. Anything you want, the universe gonna give you. God wants you to live the life of your dreams. You the one settling and taking crumbs. Ain't nobody tell your ass to settle for crumbs. You chose that. That's what you signed up for. God never said that I'm restricting you, that you can only do this. There is no limit to the sky, baby. You shoot straight up. You pivot. All right? So that's just what it is. This live is on point. Digging deep today, period. Rio, you know how I do. Me too. I'm learning Korean right now because I spent time there when I was in the army. Oh, I love that for you. How do you like it? Is it difficult? That language seems pretty difficult. I'm the same as you. I want to learn 2 to 3 languages myself. You should start with Spanish. That's the easiest. Yes, you are. Period, sis. I speak Spanish, German, and I'm learning Italian next. Ooh, I love that. German, that's different. Is German hard? I love languages. Me too. Facts. God is not on a budget. Never. No limits. You hear me? No limits. Soldier. God is never on a limit. Okay, next we're going to go into segment 4, the 3 pillars of making money abroad. All right. Now it's 3. Y'all know I always say the main 3 that it is: remote work, okay, freelancing, okay, freelancing work, and the big one, dun dun dun, entrepreneurship. So we're going to start with remote work, structure with freedom. Now, the definition of remote work is going to be working online for companies worldwide while living anywhere. Once you learn this alphabet, it gets easier. I listen to the music and it helps a lot. Oh yeah, my tutor was telling me that too. She was like watching watching videos in the language, watching movies. So yeah, I like that. I never thought about the music. I'm gonna try to do that. Yes, German is hard, but it was my first language. Oh, well, if you knock the hardest out the way, honey, you on fire then. I love that you can get paid for all those languages. You sure can. You sure can. Just imagine how much you can do using that to your advantage. Okay, so these are the typical roles for remote jobs. For anybody that's watching, get your notepads out. Get your pens out. This is for anybody that needs to know how they want to make money abroad. Ding, 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 ding. Attention, attention. I want y'all to tap into this. Because a lot of y'all DM me. A lot of y'all write in the comments. A lot of people always talking about how they in fear. They don't know what they want to do. So this is the moment. Please share the live. Please keep commenting and engaging so that Instagram can push my live out. Okay? First thing, the typical roles. The typical roles is going to be a VA, which is a virtual assistant. The second one is going to be a customer service rep. The third is going to be a social media manager. What's up, Richard? Richard in the building. The fourth one is going to be a content creator / copywriter. The fifth one is going to be a project coordinator. The sixth one is going to be an English teacher, online platforms in particular. And the last one is going to be tech support / QA teacher. You said for English, the journey is easy to learn. They are very similar. So I'm gonna give y'all those roles again, okay? These are the typical roles of remote work abroad that you can look into if you want to live abroad. I'm gonna name them again. Virtual assistant, a VA. The next one is gonna be a customer support rep. If anybody love me, please write this list in the comments. Please write this list in the comments. So for people that's watching, if they too lazy to write it down, they can see it and they can screenshot it. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. I am. The next one is going to be a social media manager. The next one is going to be a content creator / copywriter. The next one is going to be a project coordinator. The next one is going to be an English teacher, online platforms in particular. And the last one for these roles is going to be tech support / QA teacher. Tester. Fuck. Tester, not teacher. Tester. QA tester. Okay? Now, I'm about to give y'all the top websites to search for remote work. I'm just all tongue-tied tonight, but y'all get what I'm saying. That's how you know I'm talking a lot, when I start getting tongue-tied. I'm about to give y'all the websites. Let me know when y'all ready. I'm giving y'all the websites. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 websites. All right, first website, remoteok.io. remoteok.io. My nails are not letting me be great. It's okay. The next one is We Work Remotely. The next one is going to be Flex Jobs. Now, these are sites that you can search for remote work, y'all. If y'all need remote jobs and y'all trying to look for a remote job, remember this, okay? The next one is going to be Working Nomads. The next one is going to be remotive.io. The next one is going to be justremote.co. The next one is going to be Jobs Press O. So Jobs, JOBS, PRESSO. So Jobs Presso. Okay? 2 S's. The next one is going to be Remote Europe. This is good even if you outside of the EU. You can still use this one, even if you outside of the EU. All right? And last but not least is Angel List Talent. Now, this one is good for startups. So, if you need structure and you don't just want to jump out there into entrepreneurship or freelancing, and you do need some type of like routine, like you're used to being in a routine and you want to be secure when you abroad, I suggest you start with remote work. Okay? If you want structure and a steady income while transitioning out of the matrix, I support remote work completely because it's a process. Some people can't just jump. Like a person like me, I can just jump and try shit and figure it out. I ain't gonna let myself fall. You get what I'm saying? But some people, they just want that security. So if you need security, I absolutely recommend you starting with remote work. Just to keep you intact. Some of us are hustlers, baby. We gonna get it by any means. We gonna figure it out. But for the people who don't really want to jump out on faith like that, I suggest you figure out what role you want to play in remote work. I named the roles. Virtual assistant, customer service rep. Figure out which one fits you. And then go on one of these websites that I gave you guys and find that position. When you are looking for remote jobs, it's very important to make sure that it is worldwide. Make sure you read the fine print, because a lot of y'all don't read the fine print. You just be moving fast. Don't waste your time. Read the fine print. You need to make sure that you can work this job anywhere, because sometimes you won't read the fine print and this will be a job just for the States and they won't allow you to work out of the U.S. And then you like, okay, I'm just going to take a chance. I'm just going to take a chance. And then you end up taking the opportunity to move abroad and you go with that job and then they fire you. I know somebody this actually happened to. They ended up getting fired because the job found out that they were living abroad. Definitely ask them. Definitely ask them. It's so important to like figure that out. And you need to read it, because what I realize that people don't read. And there's always a description of information. People do it all the time, even on my website. When you book a consultation with me, it literally says my assistant will contact you for booking. For like the appointment. And people literally be like, I don't see the link to book. Well, did you read the description? Y'all don't read. Start reading, okay? You need to read and know everything that this job entails. You need to know the time periods when you will be working. And you need to make sure that it coincides with the country that you will be living in. You need to make sure. Now, time zone can be a big culture shock. That's something that I had to deal with, with changing the time zones. So maybe you might want to go to a country that's on the same time zone as the States, especially if you're working. Because if you live in somewhere like Thailand and you originally come from Eastern Standard Time like myself, their night is our morning and vice versa. And this could be a problem. I know y'all may think that this is not a big deal, but this is a big deal. Because your body has to adapt to that new time zone and you might be sleepy. So when it might be time for you to clock in, your body might be shutting down and you might be sleepy. So you need to make sure that the time zone works for you. Please do not overlook this, y'all. This is a very valid, important part of working remotely, okay? Or get a good VPN, yup. Look, that VPN gonna come in handy. Reading is essential, but people do not do it, girl. Understanding is fundamental. Yeah, they do not be reading. Yup, they do not be reading. And this is important. Also, another thing with the remote job, you need to make sure that you get a full understanding of what your position is. Can you do that position? Do you want to do that position? Don't sign up for something that you know you really don't want to do, and then you stuck doing it. Now your journey abroad in your first country is miserable because you just wanted money so bad that you just signed up for anything. Don't sign up for anything, y'all. Make sure that you are choosing roles and positions that you will actually enjoy, that actually does give you that sense of feeling free. Don't do anything that's going to remind you of what you're walking away from or what you're leaving behind. Take your time with your remote decisions. Take your time with choosing a remote job. Take your time with figuring out if that works for you. Do not do nothing rushing. Take your time. I've lived in Germany, South Korea, deployed 2 times, so I can handle the time difference. Oh yeah, you good. A lot of people can't. You real good, because them time zones be crazy, girl. So that's the information for remote work. If anybody missed the sites, let me know. I'll repeat them. I'll give y'all a couple minutes real quick to comment and let me know if you missed anything, and I will repeat it. And then I'm gonna move on to freelancing, freedom to price your gift and your talent. Such valuable information, sis. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you for being receptive to my information. I'm really, really, really passionate about this, and I really, really love assisting y'all and giving y'all the information. Have a plan, work the plan. Period, sis. Have a plan, work the plan. Have a plan, work the plan. I have my own business as a licensed massage therapist and definitely want to be able to take my business overseas. Oh, you will? What? Girl, what? I need a massage right now. I'm one of those type of people, honey. You would come to my house. The girl who came to my house to do my locks, that was the first person I actually had over my house since I been abroad. I fed her. I made sure she was comfortable. Listen, I'll pull up and let you do the massage at my house. Bring your table. Shit, what? Don't play. People like me will book you. Freedom. Do you think just winging it and bartending and serving is a good or bad idea? I don't think that that's a good idea unless you go somewhere like Mexico. You can do that in Mexico because there's a lot of mom and pop shops that'll work for. That's not going to work in Southeast Asia. That's not going to work in parts of Europe. But the only reason I say that will work in Mexico because I actually know people personally who's done that. But remember, the reason why that can be challenging, and I want you to keep this in mind, this is something that I tell my clients when I talk to them on consultations. Because I had somebody who wanted to do this. They were like, I don't want to work remote. I want to work in person. A lot of countries will not allow you to come in and take the jobs of locals because you got to realize these people are already not making money. These people making $4 an hour compared to your USD that you making or already made or that you have saved. You get what I'm saying? So you got to really, really be careful about that because you taking their jobs. And a lot of countries, it's a big thing about taking people jobs. Okay, let me read. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know when I get to talking, I don't be looking. I miss it because I just got on. I did miss it. What part did you miss? So, Mexico is a place that I would say you can do that in, but I wouldn't recommend anywhere else. Winging it, nah. At least have you some money. At least have you some money saved. I wouldn't wing it. Bet. We will work with you through Thailand. I love your info. It's my 4th live. And I so appreciate you. I appreciate you too. She can do private worldwide. Yeah, because I know, from my knowledge, I know that they don't like that. They don't like when you come trying to take the job of locals. So just be careful with that. Speaking of massage therapy, I got my certificate but never got licensed. Okay, you can still use your certificate. It's all about promoting and putting yourself out there. You got to connect with people. That's all you got to do. And a lot of people, they just not where they want to be because they scared to put themselves out there. You get what I'm saying? Y'all see, listen, I live stream weekly. I'm always connecting, talking. I'm always telling people what it is and representing my brand and my platform and what I do. Because if I don't tell y'all that I'm doing this, how would y'all know? How y'all gonna connect? How y'all gonna tap into my resources if you don't know what I do? You have to be willing to promote what it is that you're good at. Start screaming that shit from the rooftops. I do massages. I need the world to know. I do massages. You need to be bragging on yourself, telling the world what it is that you do. Ain't no hush hush. You need to be telling people what it is that you do, and you'll start seeing your people gonna find you. Try, they gonna pop out, they gonna connect. Yeah, that's exactly what she'll be doing. She'll be doing her own business. That's exactly what she'll be doing. And it's like, take the opportunity. I know it probably seems scary or you probably don't know, but it's okay. You're going to eventually have to go into your own business. I know that sounds very scary, and having a business is a lot harder than working a job, but you can do it. All you got to do is believe. Just say yes. Just say yes, God. Yes, universe. I receive it. Yes. And from there, God going to make sure you good. God going to make sure you straight. I can do this. I can do this. Yes, you can. Absolutely. There are plenty of people that'll book you. Like I said, I like to build connections with people where I can lock in on services. So if I really, really like somebody, you will be my personal massage person. Yes, sis, you feel me? See? You see? You see that? You reading the comments, girl? I am. You see my sis saying she could even use you for retreats. You see how many doors that can open? People will value you and what you have to offer if you value what you have to offer. You gotta value it. Look at it like your superpower. This is your superpower. You good with your hands, girl. That's energy work. That's a form of Reiki. Stop playing. I feel that I'm getting back because my daughter was killed last year and I've been working through that. Oh my goodness. I'm sending my condolences. Wow. I'm sending my condolences, love. And then that's gonna be a day-by-day process. That's not easy. Ooh. I'm sending you. Okay, wait. I want to intercede for you real quick. One moment. I'm sending you so much love. Because I know that that's difficult. That gave me chills. Okay? That gave me chills reading that. And that's hard to lose a child. I don't even know what words that I can give you. But what I will say is that I feel like when we lose people, that's more of an example and a meaning and a sign for us to really live our fucking dreams. Your daughter living through you. Your daughter is living through you. So it's time for you to live for you by being within the energy of your baby. You get what I'm saying? It's time for her to heal away from the U.S. Hell yeah. That's a great, that's more so reason, girl. I will pack up and leave all that shit behind. Start a new life. Spirit say it's time. Okay? It's time to start a whole new life. You deserve better. You deserve more. I'm so sorry. For anybody that's watching, please send her some love. Give her some hearts, please. Can y'all drop some prayer hands and some white hearts? I like the white heart more because it's pure. And it's more authentic. Please just send her some white hearts. Just to show her some love so she can feel the love in the comment section. Please. Let me put my heart. I'm sending you some hearts. Because at the end of the day, baby, guess what? God gives his battles to his strongest soldiers. You a soldier. And God got you. And I'm so happy that you're here today because this means that this is also for you. This word is also for you. And it's time to really live the life of your dreams. It's time. We go through things sometimes that's, they're not the best things. But guess what? The fact that you still living and you walking, you can speak and share your testimony, baby. The fact that you can share your testimony, you blessing me right now. Okay? Because my kids is in the other room. I can't imagine being a parent losing a child. So I'm sending you so much love and so much peace energy because you need that. And at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't know you, but energetically, I feel like there is something in you that keep you grounded. It's something that keep you grounded. You strong. You probably don't be feeling strong, but you strong than a motherfucker. And I know you strong because you willing to share your story and tell your story and tell your testimony. And this is the time for you to really choose you and live for you. travel, see the world, see beautiful things, take pictures, eat good food, go get massages, shop, buy your favorite every fucking thing that you want. And you want to know something? Y'all know we always take this into a sermon. I just can't help it. I'm so passionate about it. I was just talking to my male best friend earlier, and I told him that it's so crazy how life moves so fast. Life moves so fast. Our life can change 5 minutes. Something can happen in 2 to 3, 5 minutes that could change your life forever. And this is why we need to live to the fucking fullest. Stop waiting till tomorrow. Stop waiting till next week. Stop saying, I'm going to wait to do this, I'm going to wait to do that. Stop waiting. Stop putting things on the back burner. You get what I'm saying? Stop waiting. Live now. Live in the now. Live in the present. What are you waiting for? Stop waiting. Live how you want to live now. Stop waiting till you get that next check to move out. Stop waiting till you get that next check to get a new house or to get a new car. You want that car? Go get that motherfucker today. Sometimes you could just, listen, when you know your power and you know your dominion, you know the energy that you carry within the universe, and you know how you can manifest and speak things into your existence. Sometimes you can go into the dealership and leave out with a car and you ain't even had no money. That's how the universe works. That's how God works when you a believer. When you a believer in thyself, you can have anything. You can do anything. For anybody that's watching, stop waiting. Stop waiting to do the things that you truly want to do. It's so sad how we sit up here and we watch the lives of others. We watch other people live their dreams. We live through them. Stop living through other people. Live for you. When the last time you lived for you? When the last time you woke up and said, today is about me? Today I'm going to pour into myself. Today I'm going to love on myself. Today I'm going to do something that makes me happy. Today I'm going to eat my favorite food. I'm going to go to my favorite shop and buy my favorite pair of shoes. Y'all don't put enough into yourself. We pour so much into things outside of us and we do not pour into ourselves. Start living for you today. Live for you. Mothers, even if you got kids, you come before your kids. A lot of people get offended when I say this, but this is facts. If you are not fulfilled and if you're not at peace with yourself, how can you pour into your babies? How? I want to know. If you're not happy with yourself, how do you have the capacity to pour into your husband or your spouse, your mate, whoever, your significant other? How you with them? How y'all vibing and you can't even give to you? We have been taught our whole lives to choose everything outside of us instead of choosing ourselves. This is the era and the time where you need to be choosing your motherfucking self. And I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to move on to the next segment. Okay, so freelancing. Freedom to price your talent. So what is freelancing? Freelancing is selling your skills per project instead of working as an employee. You're basically your own boss. It's just like entrepreneurship. It's exactly the same, except for you a freelancer. So you're doing these jobs, right? But you're working by your own means, your own schedule, and you're actually doing things that you're good at and that you like, right? So examples of freelance paths: graphic designer and branding, web design and development, writing, editing, and ghostwriting, video editing and UGC content creation, translation and transcription, social media management, virtual assistants or podcast editing. You could be editing my podcast. I could be paying you to edit my episodes. Astrology/spiritual services. Yes, you can offer your services online. Okay. Now, these are some of the examples of freelance paths. Now, I'm going to let that marinate for a minute. Y'all can write in the comments. If y'all want me to repeat it, I can. I'm going to check out the comments. Facts, empty. An empty cup has nothing to give. Okay, period, that part. I hate that I said I'll wait till my parents passed away, but they had me later in life. I'm grateful for my time with them, but it's time to figure out. Who Tashana is. Period, Tashana. And I support. It's time to figure out who Tashana is. I support. It's time today, right now. When you get off this live, Start researching, figuring out, get you a notepad, write down all the things you love on one side, Tashana, and then write down all the things you good at on the other side. And you need to start figuring out what Tashana about to do, because you about to start a new life. You are the star player, period. Ashe. Graphic designer, branding, yup. And I'm going to repeat them one more time for y'all. So for anybody that's just coming in or that's rewatching and wants to get caught up, we are on segment 4, where I am sharing the 3 pillars of making money abroad. And we are on number 2, which is freelancing. We went over remote work already. Scroll through the comments for the websites. And now we are on freelancing, okay? So what is freelancing? Like I said, freelancing is selling your skills per project instead of working as an employee. You are your own boss. It is very similar to entrepreneurship. Very similar. And the examples of freelance paths is going to be graphic design and branding, web design and development, writing, editing, ghostwriting, video editing, UCG, content creation, translation and transcription, social media management, virtual assistant for podcast editing, and astrology/spiritual services. I'm here for you, babe. Just wanted to say hello. Got a lot going on, but here to support. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Hey, Sophie Boo. I hope you having a good day. I know it's always a lot going on. It's always a lot, but remember, you in control. You in control of this shit. It's not going to overtake you because you in control. But I'm so happy that you stopped by. But that energy has got to match. Graphic design and writing, I've got to dive deeper. I can be a virtual assistant. Okay, so what you mean when you say I can be a virtual assistant, but that energy has got to match? What you mean by that? Explain that to me so I can get a full, deeper understanding of what you mean by that. I'm good with a pen and a paper, period. So you need to be... It's so many things you can do. Girl, you know how many people you can write songs for being a ghostwriter? Baby, them checks be fat too. And when the songs go viral or when them songs take off and they hit at the top of the charts, stop playing. You get a fat check. Okay, now I'm going to go into the freelance platforms, okay? Now, y'all know the 2 that I always name going to always be Fiverr and Upwork. Those the first 2, right? But the other ones that I'm going to go into is TopTool.com, which is TopTal.com. Now, TopTool is high-end clients, all right? So your skills got to be up here because them people, they going to pay. You're going to get a bag one there, okay? Next one is going to be peopleperhour.com. Oh, people are so weird and not in a good way. Yeah, they are weird. I just can't work for anyone. I feel you. I'm the same way. Don't. You got to really make sure that you and another person's energy is aligned. Listen, I'm an energy person. That's why most of the shit that I do on my own. And then I have people help from here to here. But I'm really funny because I know how I want my content to be. I know I want everything to be raw, authentic. And when it's not, I got a problem with that. And me and these people, they got to align. Like, you damn near got to become like family because I don't let everybody close and I don't let everybody in. So when you working with people, you really want to make sure that y'all are aligned and equally yoked. So I respect that and you not wrong for that. That's how you put yourself in the right spaces and in high places. Keep being that way. The next one is going to be guru.com. The next one is going to be contra.com, which is like portfolio plus no fees. Okay. Now, Contra is CONTRA.com. Oh, they got like an app and like a website for voiceovers too. Girl, so much shit out here. Listen, it's so many things to do out here to get money. Ain't no way that nobody shouldn't be making some type of extra money, even outside of their jobs. It's so many ways. The next one is going to be freelancer.com. Freelancer.com. And then the next one is going to be solidgigs.com. Now, solidgigs.com is a little different. This one is going to be hand-picked leads only. Okay. Now this next one is different also, preferably used for Latin America, but also you can use it globally too. And it's called workana.com. I don't know the voice one. Like, I don't remember the name of it. But you can literally put that shit in ChatGPT or ask ChatGPT, or you can put it in Google and they'll give you a list. It's so many. I found out about this a while back when I was still in the States. So what you can do is, you know how people get gigs for like cartoons, or y'all know the lady who talked Siri? That's what that is, y'all. Those are like talking gigs. I'm talking about Siri. You know how you talk to Siri on your phone? They use that lady's voice. Workana.com. Yep, that's how you spell it. They use that lady's voice. And some people just might want you to talk on a song, or they might want you to talk in a movie, or just anything. They might want to use your voice, and you can actually get paid for that. This is a real thing. Period, sis. Let her know. Building a Building a personal brand to attract clients, okay? I'm going to tell y'all how to do that with being a freelancer. Create a clean Canva portfolio plus a bio page, okay? Use Instagram, LinkedIn to post mini tutorials and testimonials, okay? Now, this is if you are starting your journey as a freelancer. Show your process, and people pay for transparency. Like, this is the thing. This is why I'm raw, I'm real. I'm just going to be myself. I'm never trying to come be nobody else on this motherfucker or nowhere else. I'm going to be myself. Either people going to like it, people not going to always like it. But money comes also through transparency. When people can see the process, and when they can connect through what you're talking about, and they can feel the energy, and they can see your authenticity, the money is spent. So show your process. Show the process of you doing your freelance work. Start showing people what it is that you're doing and how you doing it. When they can see these things, they gonna want to spend money with you, because they gonna be like, damn, I like her passion. Damn, I know if I do business with her, she really gonna put her all into it, because I can feel how authentic she is. And I like that she's transparent about her journey and she shares it. And them are your customers. Those are your potential customers. People who can feel your transparency. Why y'all think that all the people on social media that be into drama and all that other shit, y'all know drama sales people get paid for that. Y'all want to know why? Because it's some level of transparency. People love to see the raw shit that other people don't want to talk about. This is why I come here in this space on my live streams. I always just be true to y'all and tell y'all what it is. I'm not holding back nothing, because y'all need to see the real. A lot of people that's on the moving abroad journey, or that's into UCG or content creators or whatever, there is like a facade that people have to maintain. See, the thing with me is, I just be myself. So I ain't got to keep up with no lies. I ain't got to try to remember no bullshit that I said, because everything I'm saying and talking about, I'm being totally authentic. So if anybody come and be like, remember you said this? Yeah, bitch, I do remember I said it, because I motherfucking said it. Okay, hello? Okay. So I don't have to pretend. So that's another thing about entrepreneurship, which we going to get into next, and freelancing. People love to spend money with people that they feel relatable to. People who are transparent about their journey, and people who are authentic. If people can connect with you through your journey, they will want to spend money with you. And you got to learn how that work. You got to learn how the two work together, and then you can actually make sales. That turns into money. That's why I'm never trying to sell y'all shit. Because guess what? When I'm on here and I'm talking to y'all, my other phone going off, the prep guides is being sold. The ebooks is being sold. Because I'm just being myself. But I do have a product that goes deeper into what I talk about that can help you if you really want to transform. But I ain't got to get on here and be like, buy my ebook, y'all. I need y'all to buy my ebook. Da-da-da. The ebook sell itself. All I got to do is show up and be authentic. The fuck I got to do anything else for? I don't got to do the most and beg y'all. People who feel connected to you, they're going to support you. And for anybody that's watching who going to get into freelance work, this is the secret. I'm telling y'all, try it out. I love your transparency. Thank you so much, love. I love that you love my transparency. And I love that you here. Yes, you are the money. Definitely the bag. Love it here. You're the best. Oh, thank you, Rio. Love you, girl. And I've always worked in sales. And am successful, period. So now, we're going to flow right into entrepreneurship. But before I go into that, I want to say offer value post before offers. Clients come organically. I'm going to say it again. This is a note that I put. Offer value posts before offers. This is why I said before you try to force your product down somebody's throat, connect with the people first. Connect with the people. When people feel connected to you, they will spend money with you. Okay? Clients come organically. People come organically. Okay? They gonna come. My niece and nephew swear I can sell the Eskimo ice and fish water. I bet you can. All them talents you talking about you got, I believe you. Okay? Everything you said you got going on, honey, you better get to work. Okay? So, ending this segment, this particular part of the segment, freelancing is self-trust in action. You decide your worth and the world responds accordingly. I'm going to say that again. Freelancing is self-trust in action. You decide your worth and the world responds accordingly. Boom. Now we're going to go into 3, which is the last part of this segment, which is entrepreneurship. Creating your own economy. You say yes. Yes will follow. Man, listen, I swear. And that's the truth. That's why sometimes if I don't know, I don't have no answers. I don't know what to say. I just feel like, universe, yes. Like, you just have to say yes. God, yes, yes, yes. Soon as you say yes, it all flow in. Now, creating your own economy, entrepreneurship. The definition of entrepreneurship is going to be building systems and products that make money while you sleep. Y'all listening? Building products and systems that makes you money while you're sleeping, on the phone, eating, doing whatever. Your money is making itself. You ain't got to worry about a thing. You just living your life and your website is going ding, 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 ding. That's how you do that. That's entrepreneurship. So these are the many types of entrepreneurship. Digital products, which is going to be ebook courses, templates, and workbooks. So this is any type of skill or information and knowledge that you have that you can put into a digital product. Okay? I definitely highly recommend turning your information and wisdom into a digital product. For all the people who be online hating, talking about all these people making ebooks about living abroad. Da, 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 da. Oh, are you a hater? You a hater. Oh, you mad. Oh, you mad. Oh, okay. You mad because you couldn't take your wisdom, your information, and put it into a product? You big mad. Because a lot of y'all got information that people will pay for. But, like I said, you got to put yourself out there to let people know you even got the information. They have to be interested in what you're talking about. If they don't give a fuck what you're talking about, they not going to buy shit. But if they like what you talk about, you're a talker, and you always popping it, then they're going to want to spend that money. Oh my God, this is so true. 2024, I had 2 procedures with no money. Wait, hold on. The screen going fast. With no money. But just kept saying, yes, I know it's already taken care of. And what happened? Look, I'm all in the business. Oh. Yep. I'm like, and what happened? It all worked out, right? Like Lil Wayne say. But yeah, digital products. Digital products could set you up forever. I got an ebook I wrote 7 years ago that that still gets sold to this day. When I was on keto, which keto is a low carb eating style. I don't like to say diet because diet got the word die in it. But I put recipes in it. I put everything in it that I did to lose weight because I've always been up and down with my weight for years. I put it into an ebook a long time ago. And literally to this day, that boy can be bought whenever. And it's being bought whenever. But I take my information, put it into a digital product. And that's the type of way that you can make money while you sleep. All this information and stuff that y'all have, why y'all not putting it into a digital product? If you got a skill and you're good at a skill, teach people how to do this skill. Put this skill together into an ebook and introduce it to the world. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, ain't nobody gonna buy your product. Why everybody selling products? Because they smart. Because they smart. Because they can literally make money in their sleep. The money gonna pile up. The money is going to pile up, especially if you're a content creator. Whenever you go viral and people like what you got going on, guess what they gonna do? That link in that bio, baby, they gonna click it. Soon as they see who you are and what you got going, they gonna click it. And if you have something for sale, they're gonna buy it. Y'all ain't listening. True, I create and sell social media content templates. Work smart, not hard. Yes, see, I love that for you. And you know how many people want to get on that train and like on that bandwagon that'll come spend money with you because they want to learn, they want to know, they're getting into social media, they want to expand. They need people like you. The money kept coming in, and I had somewhere to stay after each procedure, and I was able to eat and not stress while I recovered. See what I'm saying? I love that for you. Okay, let me finish this up. We almost to the end. Affiliate marketing. Earn commission for recommending brands like Wise, Airbnb, and Amazon affiliates, etc. So it's different type of affiliate marketing programs that you could be a part of, okay? Next is going to be content creation and UCG. Get paid for videos or sponsored posts. Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok all pay for you to post things on social media. It's a lot of people that go viral all the time over bullshit. And the reason why they do that is because they make money on social media. So every time they make something and it starts trending, it goes viral, they make money. It's a lot of people that do this. Go on TikTok. You will see a ton of them. It's the mindset. Yup, it's always the mindset. Coaching and consulting. Turn your expertise into sessions or master classes. So you can literally coach people. Any type of knowledge or information, something that you're good at, you need to be setting yourself up to be some type of coach or mentor in that, especially if it's something that you're good at. I learned this from a millionaire that I study, that I watch all the time. I can't remember his name right now. But what he always say, oh, no. This wasn't the millionaire I heard this from. This is from my guy, Joe Dispenza. So he say, if you want to get real good at something, study it 24/7. You want to get real good at something? Study that thing. Learn the ins and outs. Learn it. Get really, 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 really good at it. So if there's something that you're really good at and you got the knowledge in that, mentor that. Mentor and talk about that and help other people. And you could teach them with the wisdom and the knowledge that you know. Okay? Get real good at that thing. Okay, let me go back up, y'all. My bad. My estranged brother sent a woman to ask me about real estate. I have my license but never used it. Unbeknownst to me, the lady was grateful for the info I provided her. I'm a wealth of information. See what I'm saying? And it's very good to be a resourceful person too. I'm going to call you T because I can't remember how to pronounce your name. I can't remember. I'm going to just call you T. But it's very, very good to be a resourceful person because people can always come to you for things. Now, honestly, when you become a blessing, you can materialize that into abundance too. When you're always a blessing to people, God will bless you. God will always put things in front of you and supply you with the things that you need because you're being a blessing. So being a resourceful person is also really good because look at what I do. I ain't getting paid for these live streams. I do this because I'm passionate. I like to share the information. And I'm a resourceful person. I know all this information. What the hell I'm just going to sit on it for? Ain't no point in me knowing all of this. I know all this. I experience all of this. Okay, what's next? I'm going to share it with y'all because what I'm going to sit on it for 24/7. So I live stream weekly to share the information, to share my experience, to share my knowledge, to share my wisdom. Because at the end of the day, guess what? I ain't got to get paid from y'all. The universe going to bless me. And even if y'all was to pay me or y'all don't pay me, a lot of y'all going to go to the website. And you're going to purchase things from my website just because of the fact that you trust me because of the knowledge and the information that I'm sharing. Y'all seeing me do this in real time. I'm literally showing y'all how to do this. Watch me. Just watch me and repeat. Do it with your own, of course, your own. Do it in your own way. You get what I'm saying? But create that same style. Do it. Use the style. Use the style that I'm showing you and that I'm telling you. But add in your own shit to it. I'm teaching telepathy. Period. Let me read these. Tea is good. Tashawn. Yeah. Facts, sis. I believe that's the only reason I'm still here. I'm the ultimate giver. And just because, period. And that's how you gotta be. It is good to be a giver. I've been a giver all my life. I know a lot of shit. I know a little bit of everything. So I just be feeling like if I could just give people a little bit of what I know, I did my job. You know what I'm saying? Next is gonna be e-commerce. Shopify stores, drop shipping. It's a lot of people that drop ship. I think that drop shipping is very, 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 very powerful to do if you ain't in the States and you want to travel and you can do that. You get what I'm saying? Y'all need to really look into drop shipping. Print on demand apps like Gelato or Printful. Okay? So those are other ones. E-commerce. Lastly is going to be community memberships, paid Facebook groups, Patreon, and circle.so space. Just different pretty much platforms where like you can create communities. Okay? You want to add your personal flavor, your own style. Yes! Do that shit. I want to get into drop shipping. I think you should. So, some sites that I think you guys should use and that will be useful to you is going to be canva.com. Create your own digital products with Canva. I just want to show y'all something real quick. Every single flyer, all of the shit y'all see on my page, who y'all think be creating that? The only thing that I didn't make is my logo. I had a very special friend make my logo. But all my flyers, all the editing on my podcast, everything that you see, how do y'all think I make that? I use Canva. Y'all need to be downloading Canva. Use Canva to make your flyers. Use Canva to make everything that you need to make. My kids' homeschool assignments, I use Canva. I use Canva for everything. My thumbnails on my YouTube channel. Yes. No, Canva is an app. Just type it in your app store. Yes, Canva is. I love Canva. So if you want to sell digital products, use gumroad.com or payhit.com. So for any of y'all that's going to start selling your own products, those are two websites that's inexpensive where you can sell your products. Okay? Gumroad.com and payhit.com. Now, if you actually want an online store, I totally suggest Shopify. I've been using Shopify. So I started using Wix years ago. And then I started using GoDaddy years ago. And then now I use Shopify. So I've been using Shopify for about maybe 4 or 5 years. So Shopify is really, really good if you want an online store where you can sell all your own shit. Okay? Shopify. And if you want to have a website where you can create courses and coaching, Podia.com is really good. Podia.com. No, it's Gumroad. 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 Okay. Girl, I started to say chai. I'm thinking I'm talking to a Thai person because I've been learning Thai so damn much. My brain, I've started to respond in Thai. Yes. Podia.com. That's how you know I've been studying like a motherfucker. Trying to get this Thai down pat, okay? Okay, so entrepreneurship is freedom leadership. Start with what you know. Teach it, package it, price it. All right? Start with what you know. Teach it, package it, price it. All right? The moment you solve a problem for others, you create your own economy. Whatever business it is that you decide to do, whatever entrepreneurship journey, wave that you decide to take, make sure you're solving a problem. You will always make money as long as you are solving people's problem. You know what I'm saying? This is why I chose the line of work that I am in, spirituality, being a high priestess, being an identity shifting psychologist, being a guide for the people. You feel me? This is why I do what I do. Because at the end of the day, I'm solving a problem that a lot of people have. Mental fucking health. We all struggle with mental health. That's my field. That's what I do. I wouldn't want to do anything else. I retired from being a master pastry chef in my city. I'm known very well in my city for making some of the best cakes, treats, all of that. People thought I was crazy for walking away because I did not want to bake no more. Because my calling and my purpose is in the people. It's in the collective. Now, sometimes people be getting on my nerve, though, you know. These damn souls in the world, they be working my damn nerve. You hear me? But at the end of the day, I got to work for the collective. This is what I do. I got to do what I got to do. This is a part of my job. This is the work I got to do. Even when you do things like this, I'm live streaming, and I ain't making money from live streaming, but I'm working. Ha! Okay, you hear me? I'm working because this is a part of my purpose. And I ain't worried about the payment because guess what? God gonna send that. God gonna send that first thing. I'm getting that. I'm not worried about that. But that's how you got to view your gifts, your talents, your journey, right? You got to just know what you know when you know what you know. Yes, you better. When you coming to visit? Teach people, price it. Period. Says that's the way to go. Help people heal. Me either. Yes. I started a business 7 years ago, teaching families how to talk to their kids about puberty, consent, bodies, and sexual health. You could teach about anything, friends. Absolutely. You definitely can. And I love that you teach those things. That's so important. We need to hear more about that in the communities. And the screen keep moving. In my last sales, they actually told us to create a problem and solve it. Because that's the best way to make money virtually. Listen, y'all, I know a lot of people don't like this, but social media is taking over the world. I know that people don't think that that's a thing, but it is. It's taking over the world. If you can make money online, the social media never crashing. It's never going to go nowhere. This shit just going to get more advanced, more advanced, more advanced, more advanced. And the other thing I like about social media and being virtual with everything that you do, you can be anywhere in the world and do it. After I click off, I can get back to my friends and my family and spend time in my life and do what I got to do for me and mine once I click off. Once I click off, I'm done with the media and I can go back to my regular life. I'm not saying that this is not my life because this is a part of my life, but I'm just saying, y'all know what I mean. I ain't mean it like that. That sounded rude. Give me a few months. I'll let you know when I have definite dates. Okay, period. Let me know, girl. Let me know. Okay, so the quote that I want to leave off with in this segment is, we are not just earning money abroad, we're building movements abroad. And this is why the live stream today was called Making Money Moves Abroad. This is about money moves, okay? Period. So, money is a tool. The subconscious is the controller, okay? This is segment 5, the mindset of abundance and the science of money. Money is a tool. The subconscious is the controller. The RAS mirrors your inner dialogue about wealth. When you move abroad, you expand your sense of what's possible. This is the science of being a receiver, of receiving the universe's blessings, okay? Align your sacral, creative, solar plexus, confidence, and heart gratitude chakras for flow. So align these 3 chakras. That's going to be solar plexus, which is creativity, okay? Sacral, which is creativity, solar plexus, which is confidence, and the heart, which is gratitude. Teach yourself how the nervous system must feel safe to receive. Thank you, Queen. I have to listen to this one back because life is life. And yeah, you gonna have to. You gotta listen to it. You gotta re-listen to it because it's gonna... Listen, sometimes life be always life. It's never gonna stop. And you know what I had to learn? I had to learn to only have control over myself, because nothing in life I could control. The only control I had was over me. And when I control how I respond to this shit, that's when I get better. And I'm not perfect. I have my moments where I'll be ready to blow up and say, fuck all this shit. But I always have to get back to realizing, okay, girl. Okay, Illy. Like, okay, girl, brown girl, grown ass adult, whatever you want to be. You got to snap out of that shit and get your control back. Remember, you control the temperature around you. If you want it cold, make the temperature cold. If you want it hot, turn that shit up. Okay? Okay. Just remember that. Okay? But like I said, the nervous system must feel safe to receive. If your nervous system do not feel safe, baby, you ain't going to be able to create nothing. This is why no matter where you go in the world, this whole entire world is my home. I say that all the time. You know why I say that? It's because if I feel safe in my body, everywhere I go, I'm going to feel safe. No matter what country I live in, no matter where I go and what part of the world, I'm going to feel safe because I feel safe in my body. Feeling safe in your body is the most important thing. Honestly, that's the real way to really shift your identity and access your abundance. But that's a whole other conversation. Healing your money trauma is part of your wealth journey. So everybody feel like they have this great relationship with money, but the truth is you don't. And you start to realize that you need to heal that trauma. And actually, I am, so before I put things out there, I always like to use it myself. I literally wrote a money healing trauma journal that I created, and I'm actually using it. And I told myself that when I'm done using it, I'm going to have it available for people to purchase. But it literally helps you heal your relationship with money. So healing your money trauma is part of your wealth journey. You have to heal your relationship with money. You have to build a healthy relationship with money. Just like you have to build a healthy relationship with yourself. Scared money don't make no money. If you always in fear, money don't fuck with you. If you always vibrating low, money don't fuck with you. That's why you can't keep no money. Money don't like fear. Money don't like stagnation. That's why you can't keep the money, because you is running the shit in the opposite direction. The money don't even want to fuck with you. It ain't even coming to sit by you. It don't want to hang out. It don't want to talk. It don't want to date your ass. It don't want to do nothing, because you have created a very dysfunctional relationship with money. Having a relationship with money is just like having a relationship with your spouse, with the person you love, with your kids, with your grandparents, with your mama, with your daddy, with your granny. You have to build that relationship. You have to heal what is broken, and you have to rebuild it. And when you rebuild it, then you can tap into your abundance and your wealth. Okay? Okay. So, you don't manifest money through hustle. You manifest through nervous system safety. All right? You manifest through nervous system safety. You have to feel safe in your body in order to be abundant, in order for money to like you, in order for you to have a grounded relationship with money, okay? So, your brain is plastic. Your energy is limitless, and your wealth is mental first. And the reason why I say that is because the brain is like replaceable, basically. That's why I say it's plastic, because you can always change it. It's not the same. You get what I'm saying? Like, plastic is something, you can bend it, you can twist it, you can cut the shit up, break it, da-da-da-da-da. You can just do it however. It's not set in stone. This is why the identity is always changing, because the brain is always changing. Once you get to change in that brain, you gonna live a couple different lives. I've lived 100 lives in this one lifetime. The energy flows where you focus, where your focus is. Period. Ashe. If it's fear, that's where the energy is. Yep. Wherever it goes, it grows. And this is why my motto is, you feed the things you want to see evolve, and you start the shit you want to die. If you know you don't like fear, then what the hell you feeding fear for? Why you got this big ass spoon, and you got this food in this spoon getting ready to go into the mouth of fear? You spoon feeding your fear for what? Why are you spoon? Your fear should be sitting there crying in the high chair, right? And what you actually love should be in the other chair, and you should be feeding it the baby food. But starve the fear. Let the fear start. Let it die. Let it turn into dust in that damn seat, okay? You shouldn't be feeding that. So, The next thing I want to say is in December, I'm starting my series. I want y'all to make sure y'all tap in. I'm going to have some products available too to help you with this. But my series is going to be Money, Mindset, and Abundance Abroad. A series is pretty much of me tapping into this one thing, but different parts for the whole month of December. I've decided that I wanted to do this because it's going to be ending the year. I need y'all to go into the year different. I need you to have a different relationship with money. I need you to be looking at finances totally different. I need you to have a different view of what wealth is, of what abundance is, and how you're going to access it. So I'm ending the year off with the Money, Mindset, and Abundance Abroad series. And every week of that month, I'm going to be teaching something different about money mindset and creating abundance and wealth abroad, okay? Also, my masterclass is going to be next year. When I drop that class, y'all would know. I have to do everything in alignment, okay? So right now, not the time. But when it is available, I'm going to let y'all know. But Spirit wants me to do some things first before I offer this. So I got to do some things first. And when I get some things together within myself, and then they'll give me the go on when I can do the class. Right now, I wanted to do it so bad right now, but my team like, nah, not right now. So I'm going to let y'all know the date for the class at a later date. But in that class, I'm going to teach you how to make money, period. Only on media, the shit I know how to do. And like I've had over 5 businesses, y'all. I used to be a baker. I had a car rental business. I was a teeth whitening consultant where I literally went to people's house. I had a machine that I used that I got on my truck. I had all my materials, my certifications, and I went to whiten people's teeth. Okay? I also sold lashes and flat irons. I did and had a lot of businesses. So I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? I haven't worked a whole lot of jobs, but I've worked enough jobs to be able to get me to where I am so that I can have the knowledge that I have. So I'm literally going to show y'all how to make this money the smart way, the easy way, and how to monetize your gifts. That is the name of the masterclass, monetizing your gifts. If y'all see anybody else trying to create something using that title, they stealing my shit. But that is the name of the masterclass. And when I drop it, y'all will know. I'm going to teach y'all how to use AI. I'm going to teach y'all how to use ChatGPT because y'all do not be using it right. I'm going to teach y'all how to use Canva. And I'm going to teach y'all many other things about social media and how to actually make money using these apps. Okay? You can get paid on Facebook. You can get paid on Instagram. You can also make money on TikTok. All of these sites pay. They all pay. You just got to have a following and some little shit going on. It ain't got to be a real big following, but people got to engage with your content for you to actually make money. But these social media sites, they do pay. YouTube is another one that pays, okay? Hello? The money is out here. So anywho, I'm going to teach y'all that. That's that. Next thing is, I want to invite you guys to grab my Neuro Freedom ebook. Now, everything I teach about reprogramming your subconscious for abundance is in this book. Everything that I did to shift my identity, everything I did to create the life that I currently live, I've been through a lot of things that y'all talk about. So I don't want to hear nothing about nobody talking about, well, I've been through this, I've been through that. I've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? I have a crazy, wild ass story. I've done a lot of things. I used to be a dancer. I used to sell drugs. I used to be an alcoholic. I did all type of shit, right? But look at where I am today, though. Look at how I shifted my identity. Look at how I changed my life. Because I woke up one day and made a choice that I didn't want to be that person no more. And I wanted to change for the better. I wanted a better life. I knew I deserved a better life. So what did I do? I made a conscious decision to be different and to show up in a better way. I'm not afraid of what I came from no more. Because I needed all those experiences to get me to where I am today. So don't be ashamed of what you've been through. Don't be ashamed of where you come from. Own that shit. Eat that shit. People gonna love you and respect you more when they know that you went through some shit and you made pure gold out of it and you created a life of beauty. You get what I'm saying? Now I live abroad, right? Life is in a good way. I have my challenges. Nothing is perfect. Thailand has been beautiful but very fucking difficult at the same time. It has been a very difficult, beautiful journey, right? There are some things I'm still processing. The universe is still forcing me to change. I'm not perfect. There are still things that I'm being tested on. God want to know, did you really pass the test? But you claim you changed. We about to see that you change. I'm going to test you. Okay, boom. Make it through this test. Okay, boom. I'm still getting tested, y'all. That's the thing. When you elevate, the tests don't stop. They get harder. And you got to be unshakable and you got to be unbreakable. This is why the journey of living abroad is not for everybody. A lot of y'all want to do it, but it's a lot of people that's not going to make it. They won't be able to sustain it. They going to end up moving abroad within moving back home within 1 to 2 years because they just could not stand it. Because it's an ever-changing journey. You going to get tested. The universe going to test you. Imagine going through all of this shit and you in a country where you do not speak the native language. You don't got no friends and family you can run to. The currency is not your typical currency that you used to. So you going through all these things on foreign land. It can be very, very, very difficult. But it could be very beautiful too. It could be very beautiful too. Sometimes you got to stop and just sit and realize that God would not have put you here if you weren't going to make it. So anybody who faces something right now, don't be a victim to your circumstances. Everything you going through right now, you going through to build you up. Character development, honey. That's all this is. This is building your character. This going to make you stronger. This going to make you wiser. When you become stronger and when you become wiser, you can create more of like better opportunities and more of a life that really like aligns with you. You get what I'm saying? Something that you're more, how can I say it? Something that you're more, I know I said equally yoked, but that's not the word. I'm looking for something else. Something that's more like divine and like more so in your purpose. Because everything is purpose. You are exactly where you're supposed to be right now. If you think your ass supposed to be somewhere else, wrong. Enjoy the moment. I have to catch myself all the time because I be like, ooh, I love living in Thailand, but I'm so excited to get to my next country. I just have to tell myself today, girl, you need to be focused on the present moment. You thinking about your next country. Enjoy Thailand at the moment. You gonna get to where you need to get. But you need to be in the present moment. Enjoy the lessons that Thailand is teaching you. Enjoy where you are in Thailand. This is what's going on right now. We ain't talking about next year. We ain't talking about last year. We talking about right now, today, where you are in the current moment. This is what you need to be focusing on. And how can the universe create more for you when you not even here? You somewhere else, your mind somewhere else. Accept your reality for what it is right now. And if you don't like that shit, change that shit. Simple as that. And that's the relationship. That's the full set. That's the hairstyle. That's the job. That's the car. That's the house. That's your environment. If you don't like it, change it. And that's my advice for today. So, everything that I talk about rewiring the subconscious mind is in my ebook, okay? Neuro Freedom. That's the name of the ebook. Neuro Freedom. Because you have to be free here first before you can be free in the physical. It starts here. If your mind is enslaved, your physical body and your physical existence, you're going to be a fucking slave. When you free in your mind, you free in your reality. I love y'all. I thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate everyone that constantly supports me. We got a new episode dropping tonight on the YouTube, on the podcast at 11:11 with a very beautiful guest. Her name is Tracy. She is from China and she moved to the U.S. So it's a whole different perspective. She's given us a different lens and an outlook on America from a foreigner's perspective. She is such a beautiful soul. I really, really love what she has going on. Me and her is doing a live stream next week. Y'all gonna see us. We got some plans. We working together. We gonna bring y'all something y'all gonna like. But we're doing a live stream next week. So if you are not already, please make sure you click the bell at the top right of the page. Turn on your notifications so every time I do a live stream, every time I make a post, you'll be the first one to see it. Also, click the link in the bio. Go to the YouTube, follow, subscribe to the podcast. New episodes drop every Thursday, okay? At 11:11 a.m. New guests, new energy, new knowledge, new information, okay? So I love y'all. I thank y'all so much. I thank everybody that is watching. Anybody that's rewatching, still comment. If you rewatching this, comment. Tell me your favorite takeaways. And I will see y'all next Thursday. I love y'all. I love y'all. Peace. Oh,